Hello, my name is Jonathan Murdoch, and I am one of the assistant principals here at Holly Grove Middle School. I would like to take a few moments to welcome everyone back to the Grove for face-to-face instruction. Our first and foremost concerns is safety for students and staff. All students and faculty members will be screened daily with the following questions and temperatures being taken. In carpool, all students will be asked to remain in their vehicle so that they may be screened by a teacher who will take their temperature and ask them the 4 questions that were shared in the prior slide. If a student is screened and has a temperature of 100.4 or higher, they will be asked to pull forward so that we may try again in a few moments. If the student continues to show a temperature of 100.4 or greater or answers with a positive answer to any of the questions, they will be asked to return home and only return after being fever and symptom free for 24 hours. Students that walk to school will enter the side of the building opposite the bus loop to receive the daily screening questions and to have their temperature checked. If the student's temperature is 100.4 or greater, or they answer yes to any of the screening questions, they will be escorted to the care room by a faculty member where family members will be contacted and asked to come pick up their student. Bus riders will be greeted by a staff member each morning when they enter the bus to perform the daily screening questions and take the student's temperature. Once the student's temperature is taken and there is no sign of fever, the student will be asked the 4 screener questions. If all is well, the student will be allowed to exit the bus and enter into the building, and the teacher or the faculty member will basically move to the next student to begin the screening process. If a student repeatedly shows a temperature of 100.4 or greater and answers yes to any of the screening questions, they will be escorted to a faculty member who will guide them to the care room where parents will be contacted and asked to please pick up their child. Everyone will be required to wear a mask while on campus at Holly Grove Middle School. During class, all students will remain 6 feet apart from one another with a limited number of students allowed to be in a room in accordance with the guidelines provided by Wake County Public Schools for safe social distancing. All students will eat lunch in their classroom and respect the social distancing guidelines provided by Wake County. Students and teacher will have to face the same direction during lunch, and no one will be allowed to talk while masks are off and students are eating.
In the back, and as soon as I get back here, you are good to go ahead and take your mask off and eat. Please make sure that while you're eating and your mask is off, you do not talk. Alright.
Only after every student has eaten lunch and all students have placed their masks back on will they be allowed to communicate with their neighbor for the remainder of the lunch period.
Please make sure your mask is on before you begin to talk.
Students are encouraged to bring water bottles to school because they will not be allowed to drink directly from the water fountains. During class transition, students will be lined up by the classroom teacher and asked to stand 6 feet apart while another faculty member will meet and escort the students to their next class. While walking through the halls, students will always be escorted and encouraged to maintain a safe distance of 6 feet apart when moving around the campus. While transitioning between each core class, students will be escorted to the restroom and be allowed to enter the restroom 2 at a time before returning to class. While a support faculty member is escorting the students to their next class, the classroom teacher will take the time to sanitize the classroom with the approved cleaning products. At the end of the day, our principal, Mrs. Dills, will dismiss all bus riders and walkers by grade level and classroom, where a Holly Grove Middle School teacher will meet them and walk with them to the buses, respecting the social distancing guidelines of being 6 feet apart. Car riders will remain in their classroom and will be dismissed by a carpool number that is shared throughout the school on the TV screens. Though this school year looks different, we are up for the challenge and we will be stronger together.